technically we're here.
Yeah, finally at Hawkins Landing. We, after taking that rough little stretch earlier, the road just mellowed out to what we would have expected the road to be. Behind us is Hawkins Landing, and we decided, since it kind of pushed us back a little bit, we decided we're gonna keep moving on, pass through McLeod, Shasta, and probably head up to Cliff Lake tonight. So.
Yeah, we made it down the mountain, and then it was pretty smooth after that. It felt like a paved road, even though it was rocky still and a dirt road, but It felt awesome. And
after what we went through, it was
it was
a
nice
luxury.
I think we made Hawkins Landing and kind of, we didn't really unpack, but we kind of like got out, walked around, kind of, relaxed a little bit from the night before and everything. Before we
took in some of the beauty. It was nice.
It was a cool lake. There was fish jumping everywhere. It was pretty cool. And then we obviously kept driving. We went through McLeod, the town of McLeod, and we went through Mount Shasta, the town of Mount Shasta. Ate in Mount Shasta. And in Mount Shasta, we were able to contact some people and tell them where we were going to be the next day. And we kept going, and we decided that we were going to stop at a place that we had been to the year before. But it was definitely later in the year that we had been there, and so we weren't quite sure what to expect. But it's Cliff Lake is the name of it, and it's a lake here in Northern California. And we got there, and it was like even more epic than the time that we had been there before. It gets its name because it's a lake sitting at the bottom of a cliff, and it's just a sheer cliff going straight up.
It's a mountain peak.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty cool. But this time it was completely covered with snow, and the lake was almost completely frozen over.
Yep. Not quite enough to walk on, but it was not me.
It was definitely close. We walked down on a log that was out there, and there was like a little old dock that was still chained up in the middle of it, and we were able to walk out to it and stand on it. It was pretty cool, but it was cold. What's our update? We're driving again after getting lunch at where did we get lunch at? Yaks in Mount Shasta. So we left Mount Shasta, and they didn't have the GoPro mount that we wanted. But we're driving again on another road, and we're heading to Cliff Lake, where we're going to spend the night tonight, and then we're going to meet up with a couple more people tomorrow. So hopefully the trek to this lake will not be as bad as last night's trek to that lake.
It's so pretty.
Looks like it's flowing more than it was last time. It's been a year. Almost.
So we're almost to Cliff Lake and
Almost to the lower Cliff Lake.
lower Cliff Lake, and we're blocked by a log. And it's a little beefy. Not sure if we don't have a chainsaw, so this could get interesting.
Stay tuned.
Oh, there we go. Whew. Hold on, hold on. You're doing it. You're gonna mob over this boulder.
Well, I gotta back up.
Okay. Wowzers.
Keep going.
I'm trying. That's gonna be a tight one.
I'm gonna fold in that mirror.
Ooh, that's a big boulder. Yep. Just like that. Whew.
And we made it around the tree.
That was tight.
Just like
That
that.
wasn't scary at all. Nothing like last
No,
night.
that was nothing like last night.
Oh yeah. Get a size of this log.
Okay.
Make sure you see how big this log is. Okay, watch this.
Watch it.
Let's do it. Come on.
I'm trying to get it higher.
You can do it. Lift.
We're good. It's on the log.
It's
Oh my gosh. No freaking way.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
That is awesome.
That is insane.
This lake has yet to disappoint. When we had been to Cliff Lake previously, it was in May, so it was a little bit later in the year. It was cold. It was cold when we had been there previously, but not freezing by any means. But this time it was freezing, and the lake was the majority of the lake was frozen over, and so we had a lot of fun just kind of checking out. There was a little dock on a section of the lake that we went out on. It was good. It's cold, definitely much colder out in the middle where the breeze is coming straight off the ice. It's surprisingly thick, the ice is. So it doesn't look like it's snowed recently around here, just from when we were driving to get here, but it's definitely been cold enough to sustain the snow that was here and to create this ice. It's pretty thick. So.
Okay.
Got a little cooking. Compromise? Because I know we're just gonna throw this stuff into the fire anyway. Okay, I'm gonna dry it out. So, after we've cooked our meals, our cleaning process in the kitchen is pretty simple. We take all our dishes and we wash all the food off, bring it back from the creek, and then we boil water, and then we wash them with soap and water, and then we rinse them off, and then we bring fresh water, boil it again, and then we're gonna pour it in and do a final bleach rinse to make sure it's all sanitary. And so that's what we're about to do now. I was going with the steam, so. And here we put some bleach in here, and we're gonna mix it and wash all our dishes. Just like that. One of our partial sponsors was Columbia, and we went ahead and got ourselves jackets, and I'm wearing the 3-in-1. It's the Omni Heat one, and I don't remember what it's called actually, but it's rainproof, and it's a 3-in-1 because it has a secondary jacket inside that you remove, and you could use them either together or separate, so it makes 3 combinations. But so far I love it. It's amazing. And so far every day, as we've driven into each different location, kind of the climate has changed, and I keep finding features of the jacket that actually make the jacket more useful, which is kind of fun. So I've been really impressed with it, with the jacket and the boots. I have waterproof boots as well.
I think we all went to bed early that night.
Yeah, very early actually.
Kind of.
I remember laying in bed and I couldn't sleep because I just couldn't sleep at first. I just was laying there, and it was so cool because I could hear an owl, obviously flying around, and it was obviously hunting, and it was pretty cool. It was actually pretty awesome, majestic.
Yeah, it was cool.
But eventually, we all did actually sleep, and we slept pretty well.
I think that was the best night's sleep for everyone that night.
It was a good comparison because the last time was so cold we slept not at all.
Yeah.
And this time we had better bedding and sleeping bags, and we were actually warm. And it was much more successful. So colder weather, but turned out to be better.
Yeah. I think the next morning we woke up, and you know that moment in the morning where you're awake, but you don't want to get out of bed, but you have to go to the bathroom, and it's like, you know it's gonna be way colder. As soon as you unzip that tent, it's gonna be like freeze, and but you just get up and you make your way outside and you freeze your butt off. But
I was the guy that got up and started the fire.
Yeah.
So
I think we decided to try to get to another lake that day that we had tried to get to before and never actually made it. I think we were pretty confident after what we went through the last few days. We're like, all right, we can get there. Let's do this. So we're having problems with cold batteries this morning. Almost every GoPro battery we have is dead. Go on. Oh, I changed this. Okay, it should be recording. Dreaming more. I don't know why. I was dreaming out here than at home. Really?
So we still had plenty of time from that morning till when we were going to be expecting to meet up with our friends and family. And so we decided to look on the map and just find a quick little excursion that we could go on, just to see some places, other places around there that we could check out, take some photos or whatever. And so we found on the map Toad Lake, and we started driving towards Toad Lake. And along this whole trip, we've realized that the paper maps don't seem to be as updated as a GPS would be. And so we've realized that oftentimes the maps and the roads that we're expecting to follow are not. They just don't match up from what we're seeing and driving on versus what we're expecting, like what we're being told by the map.
All right. So guys, talk to me. What are we doing right now? This is an update.
Is your microphone on?
Yep.
Okay. And we're actually turning around.
We were planning on going to a lake that we found on the map. We just later today we're going up to the Seven Lakes Basin, but we wanted to explore a little bit more today, fill up some time. So we just found another lake that was nearby that we wanted to try to go to. But it doesn't look like our map was either updated or to what the current roads are, or we may have made a wrong turn, who knows. But we reached a point where it just didn't make sense to keep on going, so we're turning around.
Yep. And we'll find another area to go explore.
Yep.
So on our way to go scope out the route to the Seven Lakes Basin, we actually got stuck in some snow on the way up the mountain, and after quite a bit of digging and spinning of the tires and jumping around, we did finally get free, and we created quite a bit of noise. But we climbed the mountain some more and made it a pretty good distance, and we actually got to meet up some local people who were in the area that were actually there to offer some help if we were stuck, so that was kind of cool. So we just came up this massive hill, and here we are kind of stuck. We literally just have to get to there. So right now we're digging the wheels out to try to get some traction.
Okay. The road's right there.
Yeah, is the road right there?
Yeah. The split is literally right there. Where's that axe? Drop some of that. That'll make it quicker.
Still got nothing in the back. Yeah, keep doing that. Wish we had a longer shovel. We can go back. And now rocket. We got traction. What?
Is that the right way?
It took us a good 20 minutes to get unstuck. I mean, there's only a couple feet of snow, like max, on top of this road. And so, of course, we have shovels and everything, and so we just dug down until we got to the blacktop, to where the tires could get traction, and then, you know, we made it into the ditch where there wasn't snow, and then we're able to drive out. So it wasn't like, we weren't scared that we were going to get stuck there for a long time. We knew we could get out, but when we kept going up that road, the snow just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and we're like, not having max tracks and not having a winch, it would take us forever to get to where we wanted to go.
Yep. And I think the other thing was we knew we had some people meeting us that night to join our trip, just on the final night, and so we knew that their vehicles weren't quite as capable.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to push it because we knew we wouldn't be able to meet them.
Yep. 2 times in a row, we haven't been able to make it to that lake.
Son of a gun. It's alright, guys. We'll come back. We'll get to it. We'll complete it.
Yeah, another time.
It just makes you depressed when you're this close.
Totally.
So we ended up staying down at the bottom of that road next to another lake. It's kind of like we try to stay next to bodies of water if we can. It's like
Something to look at, you know?
Yeah.
And you can wash your dishes.
Yeah. And it was cool. Like, our friends and family met up with us that night, and they actually had tent issues with their tent and ended up sleeping in their cars and our car, which is funny. But we had some deer steaks that night, and we actually had deer steaks, and we had
Venison. Oh man.
and then we had
So good.
what did we have? Pancakes.
Pancakes.
We had pancakes too. That was funny.
Yep. Because the can of stew
Oh yeah.
that we packed was way expired. We didn't realize it, but it was super expired.
You open it up and that does not smell good.
So we have pancakes.
Yep.
So, we were planning on making beef stew and rice for dinner tonight, but we had grabbed a giant can of beef stew that we had set aside for a previous trip, and so we usually keep all of our food together ahead of time, and so it's just easier, less that we have to grab when we're trying to head out. So anyways, so it was in the box that we had grabbed, but we didn't check the date of the expiration. So when I went to open it up to start making dinner, it looked a little bit weird, so I thought I should check the expiration date, and it's about 8 months past. So now we're gonna have pancakes for dinner.
And Jesse's over here making fire.
Getting there.
Oh, caps on. Who puts caps on anyway?
You're supposed to go straight and go through the water.
Can we make it through the water?
Absolutely.
It's my dad's car. Of course it's mine.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. Hi.
What's up?
halfway through, like you guys over there, like through the snow, someone pressed the radio, and then we could hear you guys talking in the car the whole time.
That wasn't me. My finger was off the thing.
This was off. I just turned it on right then.
It was you. Dang, that's a long ass antenna. Jeez.
What are you guys doing?
Twice as long as yours.
Doing good?
Yeah.
It's not that cold. I thought it'd be colder.
Oh, it'll get cold. Look.
It'll get chilly, huh? I know. That's so cool.
For you guys. They'll be in the 30s. At least.
1,
Sure.
2.
How's it going?
This is our 4th night.
Is it good?
Yeah. Dude, it'll get cold tonight.
Jesse's beard came in really nice.
So did mine, see? That, I think, we kind of explored the lake a little bit.
It was beautiful.
And again, it was frozen, just like the other one. I think the next day we actually went and walked on it. You could walk out on the lake.
You could walk out to the middle of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
And so it was definitely a more successful trip.
Mm-hmm.
As you'll see in the episodes to come, we actually were able to film what we wanted to, or most of everything that we wanted to.
And got some good photos too.
Yeah.
We ended our trip at Yak's and had one of the world's best burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it was voted, it was top 5 restaurants or something of California, or was like top 100 of California or something.
Top 100 on Yelp in California.
On Yelp in California, yeah.
And it's in this little tiny town.
Tiny mountain town in Dunsmuir.
And they have like the best food ever. It was amazing.
And their ketchup. Gotta try the ketchup. So
Yes,
good.
Their ketchup. They make all their stuff there at the store or at the restaurant, including their ketchup. And it is amazing. Some of the best ever.
And Liam, our chef, is always really impressed by them. So that says something, right?
When you can impress a chef with your food, you know you're doing something right.
Oh yeah. There we go.